Hello again. Now, as I arrived here, I was filming the video basically saying that I didn't film Monday or Tuesday, and I've thought about it, and really, I'd still like to do a recap of the Monday game. So, here we are. I know I didn't offer any predictions for Monday night, but if I had, I think I would have been wrong. It ended up being a very, very enjoyable session because it went a little bit off the rails, and they did something that I was not expecting them to prioritize. Now, as we had ended the previous week, they had captured? I don't know. They had encountered Catherine, the battle maiden / infected lycanthrope. They had her unconscious. They were debating where they wanted to go next, what they wanted to do. They decided there was possibly still a reason to go into the Orklands to get help for Catherine if she still needed it. They argued about going back into the city and what they needed to do there. They finally decided they would see what Catherine said when she woke up. Eventually, she did wake, and that was when she explained to them the true depths of her predicament. Yes, she's infected with lycanthropy. No, she didn't actually get infected by mistake. She got herself infected because she realized that lycanthropy was the only thing that could hold back a much worse curse that had been placed on her. She's basically been cursed by the Emperor with something that the players still don't have a name for, but we will call the Curse of Walking Stone. Basically, it would turn her into not only a slave to the Emperor, but it would actually alter her mind to the point that it would make her a willing slave to the Emperor. And she knows this. And the regenerative, if I could speak, regenerative properties of lycanthropy will hold that back, will keep that curse from taking effect. So she had to get herself infected, which is a great joke to the Emperor, to infect someone he hates with a curse that the only cure is to become cursed. It's great fun. There was a lot of talking about basically her still being pissed that they didn't kill her, because she's losing control and doesn't know what to do about it. She's been fighting it for a long time, a lot longer than they realized. And they eventually come up with a solution of they will get her back into the city, which she objects to, and point her towards a target for her to basically go down fighting, which she agrees to. They then decide to send John, Kalik, and Vincent into the city ahead of the rest of them to scout. Why they did this, I will never realize. I will never know. One of those I can maybe see. Two of them I could maybe even see. But those three together, no. So then, instead of scouting out the barracks, John decided they needed to go visit the gnomes. And that's where the session went off the rails. We spent the vast majority of the remainder of the session dodging gnomish inventions and traps. Not traps, inventions. Gnomes wouldn't call them traps. Anyone other than a gnome might call them a trap, but a gnome wouldn't call them a trap. They encountered a deaf receptionist that accidentally hit them with a sonic trap and deafened them all for a bit. They were nearly blown up by a malfunctioning food trolley. They traveled down a gnomish zip line and then realized that the only way back up was a gnomish catapult. We had a lot of fun with it. It was good. It's worth it's worth the laughs that we had with it to divert from the main story. All because John wanted to spend the money that They Kicked had sent him with. That was supposed to be to buy things for They Kicked. Then, towards the end of the session, they finally did get around to mapping out the sewers underneath the barracks. So they've got some idea of what to do there next week. And there we are. Quick, painless. I'm home. And that is the recap for this week. Like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you later.